Little Girl Who Dared to Dream. This is written by David Kajinubi. It is a personalized book by Wonderbly, and we made it for our daughter Zuri. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. It is all about a girl who dared to dream. One night a little girl awoke. She heard as clear as day some voices calling out her name from very far away. Did they need her? Were they deep in trouble of some kind? If she went to help them, what adventures might she find? And then the voices came again from underneath her bed. The girl decided, there and then, to follow where it led. A rainbow road appeared before her, glowing magically. Leading to a wonderland as far as she could see. Down the trail she walked until she heard a dismal roar. "Broken, not another one! I can't take this anymore!" She turned a corner, and right there a mighty Yeti stood, gazing with great sadness at a heap of broken wood. "What's the matter?" asked the little girl. "You seem a bit annoyed." "My violin," he cried. "Each one I touch ends up destroyed. I've dreamed of playing music that is sweet and light and airy, but my hands are just too big, too clumsy, and too hairy." "Let's make that dream come true," the little girl said. "Now then, let me see. We'll use those ropes for strings, and over there's a fallen tree." They strung the ropes along the trunk to build a double bass, which the Yeti played with a huge grin upon his face. "You really are quite zazzy," said the Yeti gratefully, and plucked out a sonnet quite as happy as can be. The trail led through a meadow where a grumpy Viking sat. "Why so sad?" the little girl asked. "It can't be as bad as that," the Viking answered glumly. "I've just come back from a quest to find the mythic diamond fruit. It's nature's very best. I traveled through the woods and over mountains, deserts, streams, and finally found the fruit to make the cake of all my dreams. I picked the fruit and lugged it home, the wonder I would bake. But then I tripped, my basket spilt, and now they're in the lake." "Please don't give up on your dream," the little girl said. "Look, they float. We can get them back. We'll use your basket as a boat." Off they rowed across the lake, and they scooped up all the fruit. The Viking laughed. The Viking sang. The Viking gave a hoot. "Ha, ha, ha! You really are quite useful," he cried, rowing merrily. "Now I can bake the best cake that the world will ever see." The girl came to a splendid stage beside a clear blue sea, where a mermaid perched alone and mumbled nervously. "Are you all right?" the girl called out. The mermaid shook her head. I meant to sing a musical, but I just can't," she said. "I wish I could be a star and sing on stage tonight. The problem is I'm petrified. I have the worst stage fright. I keep forgetting all the words. I think I'm out of tune. My tail just won't stop twitching, and the show is starting soon." "So singing is your dream?" the little girl asked. "Let's try a duet. If we're up there together, then you'll be just fine, I bet." The two girls leapt onto the stage and sang with all their might. A crowd appeared from nowhere and applauded with delight. "You're radiant, it's true," the mermaid chuckled happily. "And now for the finale. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. The girl walked on, and soon she reached a sunny desert land, and there she saw a robot looking troubled in the sand. "Hello there," bleeped the robot with a timid stutter. "I don't get many visitors. Please do excuse the clutter." "In 2 long weeks," it told her, "you're the only one I've met." "It seems you're lonely," said the girl. "I think you need a pet." "A pet? But how?" The robot frowned and clutched an oily clog. "I've got it," said the girl. "Why don't you build a robot dog?" "A dog?" The robot clattered. "How ingenious! It can't fail. This drum can be its belly, and this coil can be its tail." By working hard, they built the dog from spare parts, odds, and ends. It leapt and barked and wagged its tail. The pair were soon best friends. "You really are inventive," bleeped the robot joyfully. "And with my loving dog, I have such splendid company." The girl stopped at a great ravine, so steep and deep and wide. A tearful aardvark sat alone across the other side. "Oh, oh," it cried, "you've come to save me. I just knew you would. The rainbow trail is broken. Now I'm stranded here for good. I'm lonely and I miss my friends," it added with a sniff. "I don't think I'll ever find a way down from this cliff." The girl called back, "Don't worry, for I know just what to do. Although for it to work, I'll need a helping hand or 2. All the friends she'd met before arrived from far and near. She said, "I've got a brilliant plan if you can help me here. I'll need your basket, Viking, if you wouldn't mind. And Yeti, if you bring your ropes, that would be very kind. A wagging tail from robot neck, something small and light. One like we made earlier will surely be all right. And mermaid, if you'd let us use your curtains from your play. A little bit of sewing, and we might just save the day." The friends all worked together, and between them very soon, they'd made the most extraordinary hot air balloon. "Thank you," honked the aardvark. "You're a true friend. That contraption's just the thing to come and rescue me." The friends all cheered with happiness, so pleased with what they'd made, except the girl who suddenly felt nervous and afraid. "It's such a great balloon," she said, "but can it really fly? I'd love to help you, aardvark, but I'm just too scared to try." "Don't give up," her friends all said. "However hard things seem, you're capable of greater things than you could ever dream. There's nowhere you can't go," they told her. "Nothing you can't do. Everything you'll ever need is already inside of you." "You're zazzy," said the Yeti, turning to her with a grin. "And very useful, too," exclaimed the Viking, joining in. The mermaid said, "You're radiant. You've really helped us out." The robot bleeped, "You've been inventive too, without a doubt." "You're all of this and more," the aardvark called out. "I agree. You've shown us all the many wondrous things that you can be." The friends released the ropes at once, and up she soared and zoomed across to reach the aardvark, helping him on board. "You did it! And you helped us all!" he called out as they flew. "You can follow all your dreams. They're just awaiting you." They sailed back to the other side and landed carefully. The friends all hollered with delight and danced around in glee. "I'd love to stay," the girl said, "but it's time to say goodbye." And as her friends warmly waved, she took off into the sky. The girl sailed on until she found the rainbow trail once more and followed where it led her all the way back to her door. Her bedroom was in darkness, the stars outside agleam. She yawned and slowly closed her eyes. The girl who dared to dream. The end. I hope you love this book as much as I do, because it reminds even me that we can dare to dream, that we can do amazing things, and that we can be helpful and problem solve no matter what the problem is. And even if we're able to help others, we can help ourselves too. So remember, you are awesome and you can do anything.